We have big news. We have exciting news for you. Tell them what it is, Serena.
We are super excited to announce that we are starting our first membership this January 2024.
Yay! Membership.
So we're excited to let you know that we will be hosting a monthly membership where when you join, you will be
with us live in a Zoom room once a month for a workshop like we just hosted. It's going to be a workshop like that, one topic each month, a different topic. You might even help us come up with the following month's topic from inside our membership. Super excited to meet you. It was so fun meeting a few of you in our inaugural workshop. So we're really looking forward to that.
And when you are a member, you will also be receiving a monthly newsletter where I'm going to be a little more intimate and I'll be sharing the things that are working and the things that aren't working for me.
Yeah, like taking a tool that you've learned from the podcast and how you're implementing it and how well that worked, or maybe if it didn't work. And then Amma can put in my 2 bits worth. We'll see how that goes. But a membership newsletter and a membership live Zoom room workshop starting in January 2024. You can sign up through our Patreon link in the show notes. Yeah.
Yes, everything will be in the show notes, and we can't wait to see you there, listeners.
We can't wait. Yay!
Happy Family Fun Friday!
This song and this storybook are 2 of the absolute favorites with the kids in my life. The song is another activity song. So if you've got energy indoors in this cold season, you do this song with your littles. If you mamas or dads are trying to get a little bit better shape in your body, you do this song, and you got to lift that toddler up above your head and down again and up above. And if that feels like, oh my God, I can't handle doing that song, it's okay. You can get a stuffy toy. Your child can get a stuffy toy. But really, to have that interaction between you and your little, if you've got more than one little, they get to take turns, and whoever's turn it isn't gets to give their stuffy a ride up and down in the elevator.
Great.
So, yeah, so fun. It's called The Elevator Song. I'm going to sing it through. Well, I'm just going to sing it and see what happens. I'm going to give you once with the activity directions, and then I'm going to give you the whole song just by itself once. So it starts like this. Oh, the world is great and the world is round. There's a tall, tall building on a tiny piece of ground, and we live way up on the 22nd floor. And this is what we do when we step out the door. We take the elevator up, take the elevator down, take the elevator up, take the elevator down, take the elevator up, take the elevator down, and we turn around. So now with the motions. So when you go, oh, the world is great. You open your arms as big as you can, and the world is round. Make a nice round circle with your hands above your head. There's a tall, tall building, 2 narrow hands going up into the sky on a tiny piece of ground. And that's just making a little mark like a small piece of ground in front of you. And we live way up, pointing up to the 22nd floor. You can have 2 fingers out. And this is what we do when we step out the door. You're going to take 1 step forward wherever you're standing, and your little one's in front of you. So you're going to just hold on to them a little, get your hands around their middle, around their chest cavity. And while we step out the door, now is the lifting. We take the elevator up, and you lift them as high as you can. And if they're heavier kids, it's not going to be as high. And if they're lighter kids, it might be up over your head. We take the elevator down, take the elevator up. You get the idea? Take the elevator down. Take the elevator up, take the elevator down, and we turn around. So then you're just going to do that. Hold them to your body and just do a nice gentle turn. So much fun.
My daughter loves these interactive songs. She
Hmm.
absolutely loves them. So I
Hmm.
just learned this one. I'm gonna run downstairs and go do it with her.
Look what I learned from Amma. That's awesome. So that's the elevator song. And the book is this other huge favorite. The little fellow, he's 3. He's been in my care since mid-October. So that's, not too many weeks. I see him twice a week. And like everyone except 2 or 3 of the days he's been with me, this is the book he wants, like every time. It's so cute. It's called Going Up. And oh, I don't have the name of the author. Have you got it there?
I have it. It is written by Sherry J. Lee.
And did you write the illustrator down? No, that's okay. Sorry, illustrator, but Sherry
Sorry.
J. Lee, the Going Up, it's called. What I love about this book is it's multicultural. There are many different kinds of families that live in this apartment building. They're invited to the 10th floor to a birthday party. It's a dad and a little girl who live on the first floor who are invited. And they make cookies. Dad and little girl make cookies together, and they go up. And then there's the Santuccio brothers, and then there's 2 women and their dog who are a family. And then there's a whole bit, the Flores families, like all these kids and mamas and papas. And then there's, so there's all these different nationalities, cultures, and types of families. And at the top floor, I love it. There's a surprise about whose birthday it is. And I'm not going to blow the surprise because it was really fun when we first found out whose birthday party it was. But the person who invited us all to the birthday party is sitting in a wheelchair. And I personally feel really seen when I see people that look like me. Because when I'm out and about in the world, sometimes I use a wheelchair. And that's just that inclusivity piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's so, and the diversity piece, so important that we see people that look like us and our
Yes.
children see people that look like them. So
And
it's a
yeah.
beautiful book on a lot of levels, and it's just a fun story.
And the illustrator was Charlene Chua. I felt bad
Thank
for
you.
not recognizing her.
Thank you.
Charlene
Thank you
Chua.
for that. That's so good. And then there's a few activities. I don't have a specific art activity, but these are more like a craft that you could create with your child or for your child. And if you go, one of the things I want to say is where I live, we don't have elevators because I'm on a small island. There's no buildings tall enough. But when our children go to the city and there's an elevator, it's like so exciting. It's so exciting. And any child, the first time they ride an elevator, if they're a toddler or whatever, it's really exciting. So when they have these new experiences, this is the time to bring these things forward in songs and stories and imaginative playtime. So the activities that I have to suggest is in that imaginative play zone of their lives. One thing's very simple. You get a piece of cardstock, you cut it out into a narrow strip, and then you cut out circles and you number the circles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then those are the elevator buttons. You glue the circles on in order and they can play elevator. And I just dashed onto online and looked that up. And I was like, oh, I have to make this one for my little guy who loves that story so much. So I'm going to make one of those for him for when he comes next week. And the other one that I love is if you can ever get your hands on a big, huge cardboard box, something big enough for them to climb into, the things that they can do with a cardboard box is
Endless
endless.
possibilities.
Endless. And so in this case, you could make 2 doors that open and that could be their elevator. And you could even put those numbered buttons. They're not buttons, they're pieces of paper that have numbers on them. And they push the button of the floor they want. They go in and they pretend they're getting out on the 5th floor, But the big cardboard boxes, if you can go to anywhere that sells large appliances. And honest to goodness, bring it home, give them some crayons and put them inside the box and
Yeah.
let them go nuts. Like it's
Yeah.
just so fun. They can
Hmm.
become castles, they can become forts, they can become tunnels. Boxes are wonderful, wonderful things.
And I know most moms have them in their house from all the Amazon packages that get delivered.
Right. They might not be that big, but yeah, if you've got anything they can get inside.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to pop this in here because I haven't said it yet. If you have a baby who's not quite sitting up fully, but they want to be sitting up, or they sit up for a little while and then they flop over, cardboard box with a pillow in the
Hmm.
back behind them and in the front in front of them, and you sit them in there. We call it baby in a box. It's the cutest thing. It's the cutest thing. We had two babies around the same age, and they're sitting beside each other in their boxes,
Aw.
looking at each other with these big happy faces. Boxes are amazing things. So
Yes.
there you go, everybody. The elevator song, going up and creating elevators out of cardboard boxes. Have fun.
Yes. We hope you have an ascending weekend.
Yes. Very good, Serena. We love you. I love you, Serena.
I love you and I love you, mamas. Bye bye.